think we are live. I think that's a go from Walmart. Oh, what is up, gamers and game mats? Happy Thanksgiving. Hope y'all are enjoying. I'm here to make it even better. This is going to be a chill day. And I'm just going...
Very start of the stream, where I said I don't know where the Storm Dragon is. And
Oh, there she is.
they're probably going to pop up at... So, we've raised it, and now we've got a little army here.
Yep. Yeah, that's the marauding army. So as you mentioned, spoils is a new resource, and that marauding army is the biggest source of that resource, which you need to take over one of the settlements that you control, either an altar or a regular settlement. Once you do that, they're going to return the spoils, and you can reinvest these spoils into a variety of actions, be it for settlement development or raiding actions somewhere else. So there are different ways to use spoils. You do get spoils while conquering, but just less than what you're going to get with this army. You can use that army for other purposes if you like, of course. They're not that greatly powerful though, so it's good to keep them alive with every turn.
Yeah, that's the important bit here, that technically this army can be intercepted on its way back home, so depending on where your nearest settlement or altar is. It's important to try and think in advance how you are going to get the spoils back to your own place.
Yeah. So you're right in that if you go and pillage too far from home, which I've done before, it takes quite a while to then have to sail all the way back. So it incentivizes you making those little hubs. I think you can drop them off at altars as well, but making sure that you've got something in the region to be able to send things back to. Right, what else? I've got a list here of the things to show with each lord, because there is just so much there. Wulfric's skill tree, worth a little look. Obviously, Seafang is his ability, but it is still there as a activatable ability in battle.
Yeah, it remains an ability in battle. Now it's an ability in campaign as well. So Seafang is very prominent for Wulfric.
There's a question from chat. Does the AI also have to use those armies to get their spoils?
Yes, they do.
So
You can intercept the AI. Return it to the spoils. You are not going to get the spoils yourself, unless you are working.
Fuck. Not a great start.
You're not going to get those spoils yourself, but
Spoil.
you can interrupt Norska.
Their spoils will be spoiled. I just wanted to say that.
but yeah, that's a great call out from chat. It's a fun way to be able to disrupt Norska, especially as if they do it to one of your provinces, being able to stop them at least getting the loot home from it feels like you've got your own back. I will quickly boot up then into the very first dilemma that Wulfric, or maybe the second, dilemma Wulfric gets of where you get to choose to go, just to show people what the options are. Can you build up spoil carrying armies or use them as normal armies?
Like, you mean if you can recruit additional units for the armies for the spoils?
No.
Yeah, you basically have only those units that are there, but you could use your main army to reinforce that army and make sure that they get to where they need to safely.
I believe there is also a way to increase the number of units spawned. There you go, yeah, so they do come with an additional 3 units,
Yes, but this is through technologies, and once the army is spawned, and basically it's starting to return the spoils, you get the units that are already in.
Yep. So here I am, this is the pretty typical start of Wulfric. So you do get an option whether you want to keep your province, is it Trollford? Whether you keep Trollford or not, and I chose not to because I wanted the money, and as Vasil pointed out, a mistake that will cost me very dearly in the future.
Trollfjord, no, but you didn't take Skagen. That's gonna be a mistake. That's gonna cost you. We tried to give options for Wulfric at its start. So he starts with his home.
Yep.
And he can return back to his home, or he can uncover different ports around the map. So he can actually use Seafang to teleport there and start his campaign from these positions. So Wulfric is very much intended to be more mobile, more versatile, and you're actually showing that.
Yes. So we have here as well the. So someone's saying, is it intentional that Wulfric can choose to stay in Lustria for the money and then immediately teleport away to Norsca so as to get both half of the dilemma? I think that's kind of what we're showing here as well. So I'd say intentional for Wulfric. You're choosing the intent of where you want to spend your campaign, or at least the start of it. It's very easy to move around, especially if you can get a lot of map information. I think
you can return to Norsca anytime you wish, with Seafang now being able to teleport, and it can be quite beneficial for you to get there and make your seat of power in Norsca, then sail away to Bretonnia, instead of probably sailing away first to Bretonnia. Somehow you want to do it.
Effectively, what you do is you choose where to uncover. Like this is your spies telling you information of the world and what's happening and what's surrounding you. So basically, if you want to go there or not, that's up to you, and you need to use Seafang for this. But for the reason that he's detached, leaving the domain of the Norseman domain, basically.
We are not doing good today.
Basically, if you start from a different position, you can continue your development.
Yeah. And because you can, again, if you'd kept... you see, you can still go back there right from the start, right, using his mechanic.
Yeah.
I will say, I went to Bretonnia most of the time. Sometimes I went to Marienburg. Every time I went to Marienburg, this felt like a thunderbolt. Marienburg is a hard place to try and immediately take. And then, on top of that, you've got Karl Franz at your door. So, if you want I'm going to try and beat up a lot of humans, you're going to have to do more of that altar work. Okay, I have more spoiled stuff to show, I think, with Throg, because my Throg campaign went much, much better than my Wulfric campaign. So I'll jump over there. So my conclusion, again, you're forced to kind of sit here and hear my thoughts.
Plays a much bigger role. Something that we forgot to say about the monster hunts is how they're actually played. Monsters are hunted in their natural territories, in their
battle against him, but killed him, and then I had loads of Norsca from the start. So this has been a very nice campaign where Rakarth did just have a massive war with me, but otherwise it's been collecting all the trolls and playing some sort of troll Pokemon over in Norsca, which has been very fun.
Well, I guess it's time to march south. Do some troll stuff there.
It is. That will be. But I will do that in my own time, so we can, I think, get into your specialty note show and show off some of the new units in the DRC. Let me just double check that I have told. There was, honestly, this is the first faction rework I've ever had to write out every single mechanic to make sure that I show it all off.
Well, it was one of the oldest factions that haven't received the rework recently, so we made sure that there is a lot there, and that all three factions that you get now within Norsca actually play quite differently. As probably you're going to show with Sail.
I will, yeah. So yeah, that's what I've written down is from my playing. Throg feels like the settler, Wulfric's the raider, and I've got Sail feels like the gambler, which we'll go into in his playthrough. So I think that's everything for Throg. I've shown off his victory conditions there for those who are interested. So that includes interacting with this troll mechanic. And I think we're going to just show off some of the battle units, and then we're going to jump into his Sail campaign. The only other thing I'd show, which I really liked, was the unique skills for Throg are just more troll buffs. So if you really, really want to go hard in on trolls, this is another way to get them, including capacity. I will say, I personally have just actually gone down more of like the troll tech tree here. So it's have I gone from here? There's trolls here. There's other trolls there. But Rally the Tribes I like for the upkeep and capacity. But it's I think it's interesting that those techs being there mean you've got a little bit of a trade-off here of a bit more of a campaign tech tree to get these troll bits, or you can choose to buff them through this tech tree.
I think it's always smart to buff up your trolls in Throg. In the Monsters Army, it's one of the more fun things you can do.
Absolutely. So that will be the end of our Throg section. I will shuffle us onto it.
Fuck!
Cool. Just having a look at chat to see if there's anything there. Will Throg's AI use his troll mechanics?
Absolutely.
You can affect a lot of trolls on your door if
Yeah.
you're close to Norseman.
So playing an Empire look around, they're gonna be somewhere around.
So I think the showcase yesterday showed loads of these, and the content creators have had like 2 weeks now with all of the battle units, so we won't spend a huge amount of time here, but I didn't manage to recruit a Chimera in my sale campaign, so I'll make sure that they get time to be shown off specially. Before we do, just a couple of things I just wanted to call out from previous streams. So number one, the Sea Elemental has had a little bit of a VFX glow up. There was some feedback that it maybe looked a bit flat, so things have changed there. I did have a side-by-side video when I had this up when I was testing it earlier. I do think it looks a lot better. So quite enjoyed that. And Caradron has got his new face. He hasn't got a huge amount of face because he's got a big helmet.
Technically, he always had a unique face.
He did, but it's more unique.
But it was really hard to actually notice that under a huge helmet. We made sure that his features are even more unique than else. You can actually notice it easier.
Yes,
Don't make him sing.
Unfortunately, I can't hear in-game audio. I'm sure chat can hear. He is singing right now. Unless you want to, Vasil, you want to jump in and do that. So we can talk about some units here. We won't spend too long, just because we do have we have a lot of these in sales campaign. So let's start off with the Marauder Bearmen.
Yeah, so the Marauder Bearmen are going to be a UE infantry unit in Norska that is going to pretty much bridge the gap between regular Marauders and champions. They are very good frontline in the sense that they can hold down the line a bit better than most Marauders. They are tougher, more resilient, don't deal that much damage. So if this is the playstyle that you're looking for, you might be using them. They go really well together with some of the other new units that we've added to Norska, more specifically the Kurgan, because you can now utilize more hammer and Andrew tactics with them. As Marauders are generally not really that good at holding down the line, they're mostly out killing the enemies. Of course, we've added 2 different variants for the Marauder Bearmen. They do have variant with great weapons as well, if you want a little bit more oomph in your attacks. So they are also a nice option and an overall pretty decent unit, especially if they are around the new legendary hero that we've added, Bjork.
I do kind of really like this skin. I don't know why,
really
but I fuck with the boots.
Marauders around him.
I really like the fucking boots.
Even better at withstanding enemy melee attacks and fight for a very long time in melee. He is even a good dueler, even though he doesn't have that much kill potential. He is very good at fighting for a long time.
We'll do that later.
Holding up those lines.
Yeah, I found that like Marauder Bearmen are a really good mid-tier, like mid-campaign unit for Norska, but with Bjorg, you can take them into like the middle top tier where you can start to really punch above their weight with them. Obviously, we'll show that more in the campaign side when we've got those buffs from the skill tree. But yeah, I think they filled a really nice gap there for Norska, so that you've not got that massive jump from Marauders to Chaos Warriors.
So you still have Marauder Berserkers if you want to really be going on the anti-infantry. And Bjork himself has an anti-infantry profile as well.
Yeah.
So I think this is the first Norscan hero that has anti-infantry instead of anti-large.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And there he is in all of his glory. The ability is well in Bearfang Talisman, which I think is from an item.
Yes, this is one of his special items that gives him even more damage resistance. Again, he's the tanky type hero.
So we'll talk as well now about our Kurgan Horsemen, who maybe for me, the like shock. I'm not a big cavalry person. I really like Kurgan Horsemen. They are fast and they hit hard.
The Kurgan Horsemen are a new cavalry unit that we are adding from Norska and Norska alone. They are still light cavalry, so pretty fast. We have 2 different variants, one with dual weapons and one with greater weapons. But their most important thing is that since they're not very armored, with only 15 armor, they're not going to be that great when charging up directly at enemies, but they do have devastating flank. and with a charge bonus of 40, which is being doubled when that happens, they are extremely good at attacking enemies that are currently busy fighting something else or trying to run away and dealing a ton of damage to them. So holding down lines with Bjork and the Bearman, or some of the other monsters
plan's not gonna work.
have from Norska, and then using those Kurgan horsemen to do a flanking charge is going to be extremely devastating to opponents. They are still cheap, relatively cheap cavalry to use, and they are not expected to take down some of the hugest monsters or the toughest infantry. But for the price that they are, they can be very potent if used in the right way.
Yeah.
If you are charging heavy cavalry like Chaos Knights or something like that head on, they're not going to perform too well. But I mean, they are Kurgan, and coming in with Sail, who is quite sneaky.
He has a buffer
If you use
as
them
well.
in a sneaky way, they're going to be outperforming most of the other new cavalry.
Yep.
Just that, they get actually considerably better when they're under the control of Sail, as he is more specifically tailored towards using them at their best rather than Prog or Wolf.
Yes. Yeah, we'll show he's got a special, because I think there was some concern of it, but he does have a special little buff for them as well. Right, what next? We won't do the RORs yet, we'll save them. We can talk about the Famir Noble, who, I don't know if it's intentional, but I think he's just really endearing. Like, I look at him and I just think, what a cute guy.
Like most Premier, I guess.
Yeah, I think it's just having like a turtle with me. I don't know, I've just really enjoyed having him in Sail's starting army. Like, he's been with me through so much. But yes, what are we looking at here with the Famir Noble?
So he's the big new generic hero for all Norscan factions.
Yeah.
That is the monster type of hero, going to buff up other monsters. He has a huge damage dealer profile. I mean, with that weapon, that is pretty obviously a lot of armor piercing damage, and is basically a great damage dealer. He has the abilities from the mists, similar to to other Emir, which make him tougher and even more dangerous on the battlefield, especially when he is above a certain threshold. So yeah, it's going to be, if you are looking for a character that is going to dish out a lot of damage on the battlefield, the Famir Noble is going to be able to provide.
Yes. One thing I forgot to mention that I will also mention is, I didn't actually see any discussion on it on chat, but I think we are as well currently looking at maybe adding post-launch a little bit more variation to some of the Bearmen. They don't all have, so they don't all have top knots, or they don't all have the exact same hairstyle. But I know there's been some discussion of that as well. I didn't see that in chat, but I have it in my notes for if anyone asks about it. So I asked about it.
Discussions of that are still ongoing.
Yeah.
And we are always looking for feedback again, as we've said in previous streams. So you'll see what we can do about that.
Right. What have we got next? Oh no, I've forgotten the Dreadball. Where's he? It must be a glitch. Where's he gone? We'll have to talk about him after we started the battle. We've got the Chimera, so let's land.
Chimera, a new flying monster
Yes.
for Norska, Beastman,
Yeah.
I believe as well. So this is a very interesting new monster. It has 4 heads. If you're thinking that they're just 3, you're probably not seeing the little one on the tail behind there. So, very interesting monster. It has all kinds of different attacks, flaming attacks, magic attacks, poison attacks. It even has a really cool red ability as well. It is going to be a very varied monster. It has, because so many heads and so on, it's immune to flanking and so on. So even if you push it into the middle of the enemy, it's still going to be performing quite well.
Yep.
And with its bread weapon, it's also going to be very good against infantry. Poison attacks are also making it good against other monsters. So overall, one of the stronger monsters that Norska is going to have access to.
And we have here the ROR version, so we can quickly talk about them. So we've got the Bloodshriek Chimera.
Yes, the Bloodshriek Chimera is a special type of Chimera that is more powerful in certain
Yep.
ways, and just better overall.
Yeah, so he's got that perfect predator ability.
When it is, this was when it's out of melee,
Yep.
it will actually heal up a bit. So if you want, you can make it move away for a little bit and then get it right back into battle. Again, healed up and ready to go for round 2.
Fantastic. So we will quickly talk about the other ROR then. So we have here, and I did bring in their counterparts just in case anyone is interested to see the difference in stats between them. So Marauder Horseman, and then you'll see the flavours here. So we got the Serpent, the Eagle, and the Crow.
Yeah, so basically for Norska, technically we are adding more regiments of renown than we usually do.
Yeah.
Because we usually add about 3 regiments of renown. In Norska we did 4 because we want to complete all the Norscan gods that didn't have an Aurora for this DLC.
Mhm.
Technically, only the Hound had an Aurora unit before
Yep.
that was the Berserkers. So yes, we completed the roster now with all the other gods receiving their own regiment.
You can see as well the number of battle songs and all of the abilities stacked on top of the ROR version, and I think that extra speed as well, making them very potent.
Yes, well, those are the Mighty Serpent, let's not say the real name of the god because
It's not. It is the serpent.
yeah, no other god involved there. These things were very fast units, so it does have those additional units there.
And joining the Serpent, we have the Eagle. Definitely the Eagle.
Maybe this unit having the barrier
Yep.
now kind of gives it away what contest this might be. But yes, we added magic attacks to these types of chariots and made them a bit more ego aligned, let's say.
Not Paisley.
No.
Not least.
And last but not least, we have the Marauders with Great Weapons.
Marauders with great weapons now aligned towards the crow.
Yeah.
Again, you can be expecting some poison stuff surrounding
Yeah.
them and poison attacks. So yeah,
As one might expect with the crow.
with the crow.
Yeah.
All crows are poisonous. I will say these guys have been.
Not sure about all one, but this one.
Yeah. They've been really, really useful in the. There's such an early regiment of renown that you can get as well. So they are so good for when I realise I'm in trouble and I need to panic recruit some regiment of renowns. These guys, the poison attacks for them is really, really useful against some of those starting
And they're
armies.
quite durable as well,
Yeah.
like most crow units. I mean,
Yeah, the crow is known for its durability.
Yes. So we will get into battle just so I can show the Dreadmaws. Otherwise, they're going to remain hidden. The battle is not really a battle. It's 1,000 peasants trying to run across a bridge. So we won't properly play it. While they're on the way, we will show off Sail. So Sail here, he's got the Nightmare ability. You can buff this up in the campaign in other ways. I've seen that there has been a lot of discussion from that on chat. I will hold on. Let me read out my notes first. So we know that there's been discussion around the Nightmare being a unit. The Nightmare is a very complex and bespoke creature, especially animation-wise. We have read a lot of the feedback on it. We have taken it very seriously for months. We've had those discussions. So I don't want to hide from that discussion for you guys, but there aren't any plans currently to change its implementation as it currently is. The goal is to make sure that the Nightmare was represented, and it was important that Sail had a way to call upon it. And it was important that we could get him in, and this was the implementation we settled on, and that felt feasible to do within what we have. But you still do get to see him. There he is. As just the Nightmare creature, who does a ton of damage to the especially low armor. I would say I'm trying to work out the trend, but low armored infantry he's absolutely been shredded through. But yes, we have. We have seen that feedback, so I don't want you guys to think we're ignoring it. It's just the...
it has a ton of limbs, so it is...
Oh yeah, there you go, that's but yes, so Sail, apart from the Nightmare, he does have an item that he can get relatively early on,
Yeah, I do believe that you get it after you complete his first unique quest battle.
Yep.
So yeah, Shackleton's Teeth is very, very good item. It's sniping down enemy lords or characters. It's actually a bag of teeth that he has collected
Yep.
from mages that he has encountered. So an item with some interesting lore behind it. We want to make sure we add it in one way or another to for sale. So yeah.
No teeth were lost in its development.
And you can get him on top of a mammoth as well, which I think we do have in the
Oh yes,
game.
and when you get on top of a mammoth, you are going to have him on better line of sight because
Yeah.
obviously when you are further up, we use physical simulations for most of the projectiles, as you probably already know, and for spells as well. So you are going to be able to target stuff easier with.
See if he gets to throw some teeth. There's the little bag. And off they go. I don't know, I mean, against peasants.
The bag is on his belt.
Oh.
Yeah, he's holding the scarf. Okay.
He's holding the skull.
Oh,
His
oh yeah, I
previous
saw
master.
I just thought the little dangly bit and thought it was a pouch.
This is the skull. This is the guy that you can see on the trailer
Yeah.
for sale.
So we
When they're
will
doing the ritual first.
quickly talk about the Dreadlord. So this is maybe one of the most unique, like in terms of mechanics.
Oh,
units
it's
that we've added.
definitely unique.
Caused a lot of headaches from what I've seen in bug reports.
You cannot see it.
Yeah, like, you know, how they interact with stuff like settlements and all those kinds of things. But yeah, so they're tunneling. So they can't be targeted at this point. Can anything hit a Dreadmore?
So yeah, when they're burrowed on
Yeah.
the ground, they can't really be
Motherfucker.
anything. So they're invulnerable.
Shouldn't have gone
damage,
back for it.
Yeah.
That was my bad.
But they cannot attack as well. But once they decide to burst out, which they decide should you press the button
Yeah.
that you do on special ability, they can dish out a lot of damage to anything around them and then start attacking everything that they see.
Yes.
They also have a poison attack that they can spit at a range at a really far away.
Pretty decent range.
Decent range.
They do a decent artillery.
Even like that as well. They also have a special ability that can make them burrow even deeper and then appear much further away
Yep.
on almost an instant. Not exactly instant, there is some.
Yeah, and there's a good range on that, as you guys can see.
It has a pretty good range, yeah.
It can burrow under walls, and it's worth actually saying that while he's burrowing regularly, he cannot go under walls or mountains or other different types of collisions. So if you want to pass an impassable terrain, you really need to burrow deep, use that ability.
So that is a question I've seen from chat. So if I use deep tunneling, that's how I'm going to be able to get through, as it says there, walls and rocks.
Yes. So with deep tunneling, you can get in between impassable terrain.
Yep.
You can get right inside the enemy settlement. But it's important to keep note that the Dreadmaw itself doesn't have any capture power, which means that it cannot hold capture points or things like that. So you can't really use it to go inside the settlement and capture it immediately.
I think they definitely take a bit of getting used to as well. So my advice for people who start playing them, don't forget that you've popped up the Dreadmaw somewhere and just left them
The
there.
Dreadmaws require a lot more micromanagement, let's say, to take the most out of them. They are not a very high tier monster, they're only a tier 3 monster.
Yeah.
So you can get them quite early and have fun with them.
I would ask for everyone to remember how easy it is to pop a unit up somewhere and then forget about them when you see how low my Dreadmaw's health is on this sale campaign. Just remember, and we all make mistakes, and we all pop up a Dreadmaw and then leave them getting battered for 20 minutes. So, I have 2 sale saves, and I think I'm going to go for this one. We all get to experience together whatever anarchy and chaos I've created in this one. Right,
No
so
wonder.
we
And
have...
the new loading screen for Norseman.
Oh yeah, I think I saw some people talk about it as well. So, new loading screen, whole new faction for Sale, but the mechanics of Sale, is that the manipulations? Is that his main?
Yeah, it's manipulation. So Theo is a treacherous person,
Yeah.
let's say, and manipulations are the interpretation of this as he's trying to navigate the attention of the Chaos God, the attention of the Chaos God's followers.
Good turn on, kid.
But also the way that he tries to navigate his relations with those around him.
So I will pop up that in a second then. So to talk about sales start, as you can see, look, my Dreadnought got absolutely battered. So we start off over here, and we take over Mountain's End first, right? That's kind of the intended experience.
Yeah, which is a new territory, as
It
probably
is.
Rich was going to say. This is a new province with 4 settlements that we did specifically for sale. As we saw that part of the map being a little bit too clustered, and it felt like this would be a appropriate starting position for him, going towards bastions or going towards getting Chaosland. So we extended the map a little bit, give it a little bit more breathing room to have a little bit more space.
Yes,
I
and
think we initially had him right next to Kolek, and that was
oh,
He was getting a lot of punishment
not,
there.
not that great. But yeah, we expanded the map a little bit.
yep.
Make sure that things are not so clustered.
And he starts in, so we spoke about it, but we didn't hover over this icon. So he starts in a Norska region, which is one of the few regions where you can occupy it without spending spoils. So you can always make altars. You don't need spoils for altars, but if you want to make an actual province of buildings and proper military support, then you would need spoils. So, as you can see, I have been waiting because I really need some spoils in my sale campaign. I am starving for spoils because obviously his overall mechanic is a bit different to everyone else's. While they're dedicating their chaos altars to all of these different animals, definitely animals, great serpent. There is only one chaos altar that's being erected for sale, and that is just the chaos altar that can go up to level 3.
Yeah, so while the other animal gods have
Yep.
their own altars, we actually forgot to mention a little bit this, that while you dedicate to a different god, you get their specific altar with a little bit of a difference in what they offer. So Seo is performing a ritual, so his goal is to do an ultimate ritual where he gains the most power, the best stuff, the most bling basically, and so he doesn't really wish to dedicate himself to any single deity or to even pay attention to the deities themselves. So he's trying to do all this for ritual to gain arcane power so he can accumulate more power for himself.
Yep.
He is a very selfish person.
He is, as shown by I think one of his abilities, the backstabbing sorcery. So all for sales benefit.
Everything is for his benefit.
It is.
Any caster casting magic on the battlefield is going to feel the presence of Sailor.
Yes.
Yeah.
Again, as you can see in his trailer.
He likes to steal stuff, he likes to punish other for yeah.
So that comes in. So here you can see. I'm sure people have spotted it. It's saying here spawning an empire encounter. And that's unlocking different tiers of manipulations. So you don't start with all manipulations unlocked. You are going to have to work to get them. These battles are really fun. A lot of kind of twists and reinforcements. I would say Sale's quest battle. I think the influencers have shown it. One of my, thematically, such a fun quest battle to play of skedaddling around the map and trying to work out where you should run and when you should run. So that's been really fun. But the other quest battles that you're going to be fighting are these. I haven't quite, as you can see, gotten to the chaos altars needed to unlock the most powerful version of manipulations, but that's what you're building up to, right, is the Dark Ritual.
Yeah, so actually in the terms of the quest battles, Sale doesn't really like to be challenged by more powerful forces, so
Yep.
he's using a little bit of cunning, a little bit of running away when he needs to, so basically everything to survive and to grow on his own.
Yes.
And these quest battles, and these actions that he does with the altars on the world map, they attract the attention of the Lizard Man, they attract the attention of the Empire, and they try to challenge him to stop him. Of course, with varying orders of success, depending on who's playing, but you need to defeat them in order to progress and to unlock further manipulations to gain more power.
Yep. And someone was saying, which thematically goes on from what you were just saying, of does Sale get punished if he keeps angering those gods? Yes, he does.
Yes, he does. If he overextends his reach, he will get punished. He will bring the bad attention of not the gods themselves,
Yep.
but those that follow the gods and those that actually fanatically see him as a threat. So there will be some repercussions.
So I think there was some discussion about it after the blog of is this mechanic, is it just one of those where you can do whatever you want and without any repercussion, just spending a currency or whatever. Oh guys, you cannot just do whatever you want. This is why I call Sale the gambler. I have had there's a reason I've got 2 campaigns, and it's because one of them I absolutely ruined by just pushing all. I got so unlucky. I got loads of the max tiers, and when I'm using these manipulations, I'm usually like a little bit desperate, right? And if I'm a little bit desperate, I don't want things to be going wrong at the same time. But if you push it, if you're getting yourself into worse situations, which I tend to do, the situation will get worse the more you gamble. And what a great lesson to teach people. But
Getting the attention of the gods here is not necessarily a good thing.
Yes.
The followers of the
So what I figured we'd start by doing is we'll do a couple of these treacheries just to show them. So I'm at war with. Look, I was not kidding. I really need to be in constant raiding stances, or my economy is gone. So I've angered absolutely everyone in Cathay. Snitcher's at war with me. Lockie's at war with me. All of Cathay's at war with me. One person who isn't is over here, Grimgor. But I would like somewhere where I don't need to keep making altars and I can actually just start to pillage and get some good items. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you guys the...
We're going to anger Grimgor as well.
Do you know what? Why not? So treacheries is one of my favourite manipulations. It's quite a unique manipulation in that it unlocks a mechanic on top of a mechanic. So we've got here now these treachery buildings. You can't do these to your enemies, right? So you can only do these to allies and neutral factions.
They need to trust you a little bit in order for you to perform.
They do, but I now have a 5-turn countdown to do something with this.
Yeah, basically they're looking that you're doing some shenanigans there, and the best way for you is to exploit them as fast as possible. So as soon as you manage to extract the most power out of these treacheries, the best you're gonna get actually. Yeah.
And having a look here, so the coolest thing about these, and I'm not sure if people grabbed it, but they spread. So if you complete the treachery here, this will spread into others. They can be discovered, I think, much like an Undercity can.
No, they are with the fixed duration, so
Okay.
that's the duration below the treacherous rate. You see, they cannot be discovered, but basically that duration represents discoverability. If the duration expires, they will be removed without any effects applying from them anymore, and you're not going to gain anything. You are going to gain, however, negative diplomatic events with the faction that you are treacherying against. And also, in order to spread them, you would need to be a little bit more aggressive, so you can actually influence further the faction.
Yep.
Try to conquer them while you're spreading the treacheries.
So let's. I mean, I don't think they're going to be using much ammunition. I really like being fast. I like having full Vanguard deployment. So let's start building this up in the hopes that we will betray Grimgor before he betrays us. I mean, I am currently, as I said, I really am upsetting everyone. So I am raiding in his territory at the moment. There's a chance he'll declare war on me first, but it's alright. I've established that treachery now.
Treacheries are pretty good in order to speed up your campaign towards acquiring some faction or acquiring new territories. They're pretty good.
So there's a question, are we meant to attack the settlement with the treachery under it? Yes, absolutely. So the goal now is within 5 turns, this will increase it by 1, but within 5 turns I want to attack this place to spread this treachery to these 2 other locations and to have all of these buffs for that treachery.
Yeah, technically you get some buffs while treachery is active there. You don't really need to attack to get these buffs, but if you want to extract the most out of them and to spread them, you do need to attack and get that set.
You do. So the faster, it really encourages you to attack as quickly as you can. But again, it's Sale's whole theme of gambling. I have so many times overextended because I want to keep all of my treacheries and use them all, and I've just gone 1 settlement too far. And I've gone 1 settlement too far, my army's slightly too battered, and then, here comes the reinforcements. So we'll see if that happens here. But that's why I say for me, like, Sale's whole, it's push your luck. Everything, and oh my gosh, a better example of it cannot be me at 7 out of the 8 that's going to trigger the gods.
Very close.
So anything I do here is going to cause an issue. But I was planning on creating a greater demon in this army, and that is definitely going to get me in trouble. This is also a favourite of enabling attrition. I will say, I don't know where Miao Ying is. She went over here and has disappeared, so I think in ambush stance somewhere. So this could go very wrong very quickly, and I'm trying to keep some of these as a panic button, but immediate wall breaches would be nice here to quickly take Nangao. I mean, I think I saw on Reddit some of the people picking up on these are insane, blind wars and torn treaties.
Something worth mentioning is that Zao is quite formidable if you look at it from the other side of the Bastions. If you play with Grand Cathay, Zao is going to push in these walls hard.
Will the AI be using any of the manipulations?
They would, yes.
Well, this also, Rest from the Wicked has saved me so many times. When there's a couple of armies and you only want to fight one of them, and you don't have Lightning Strike, this is a fantastic ability to get. Okay, I think... So I could do this, because I am currently recruiting.
But there might be consequences.
Oh, there will be. But, you know, what are these streams if not me pushing my
You
luck?
have the freedom to do them, you have the freedom to explore, but there will be repercussions.
There will. Alright, I'm going to give these guys a Greater Demon, because as you can see, this army isn't great. And I think they could just use something. Okay, oh, here we go. So, we've triggered the Eye of the Gods. So, and this is why I mean he's the Pusher's Luck army, because there is an option here where nothing happens. Well, a very weak army will attack me, but 50-50, it's weaker or stronger. And, oh, I always take it, and it's always stronger.
It's still keep in mind that the earlier repercussions are weaker, and the more you grow and the more you push
Yes.
it, the worse.
I'll say though, so there's I think four different sets of dilemmas you can get for each for each bracket. I'd say one of them, the harshest I had in the early game, I was really being very cavalier in throwing out those manipulations. One of these was global recruitment times +1, or like recruitment times +1, and like -1 slots. So it was like 5 turns for me to recruit some of my units away from home. Absolutely brutal. I think we misdirect them, and we hope.
I mean, it could work.
Hold your fingers.
If it works, it's going to be very new.
I assume we'll see them pop up at the end of the... Oh, there they are. Oh, this looks like it may have paid off. But this is what I mean, in like, it's the moments where I need a treachery to do something. And what I do find funny, I did name this character Tarpit, which I forgot to change before the stream, because he was tar-pitting Greasus, who just kept trying over and over to take granite spikes. He can get all of the manipulations he wants, and it is Sail who suffers all of the consequences from me pushing. Alright, we'll end turn and we'll see what happens then.
Well, it's technically Sail who is instructing him to do those manipulations.
Oh, this could be... Yeah, that's fine. I did also raid Tarmukan a little bit. Everyone's been raided a little bit. But that's what you'd expect if you've got Norscan neighbours.
They're not overextended.
You are still Norscan.
Exactly. And you can still do the monster hunts?
You can still do the monster
yeah.
hunts, yeah.
Sel has a little bit more limited access at the beginning, as he starts in the Chaos Wastelands, and not that many monsters actually offer hunts in the Chaos Wastelands. And you need to push through the bastions if you want to get something different. But as everybody else, he has access to them. But as you noticed, Frog is much more tailored towards actually doing the hunts, much more versatility.
Yes.
Wolfric can hunt variety because he has mobility, and so it's a bit, it's okay, but not great.
Yeah. One thing I forgot to show is one of my favourite... I don't know if it's new, I assume it is. I haven't played Throg in a long time. One of the Throg skills you guys have added of giving him ancillaries per tier. Is that Throg? Who gets like an ancillary for... Maybe... No, I don't think I'm wrong. It's like a Fimir ancillary. Am I going crazy? A Troll ancillary. You're looking at me like I'm crazy. I swear, guys, I swear that's a skill for Throg. We'll check it towards the end of the stream. But yes, I was looking through sales skills as well. I wanted to show off that he's got leader of the... Oh, people are saying yes, it's Throg. The leader of the Dolgan. Really great getting perfect vigor for the horsemen. They are flying around the map with that. So I did see there was some concern that you wouldn't get it. But yes, it does have
Dragon
a
Horseman is a really good fit for Sail in this campaign. Like, he is able to butt them to much better places.
I mean, I don't know, I like them in all my armies with Norscan, but yes, Sail makes them much better.
Ooh.
Sail also has the unique combination of spells, because I think he's the only lord that has access to Heavens and Shadow, I think.
Yeah. He has a mixed spell lore, Heavens and Shadow, which you can explore and use. He is a good spellcaster, yeah.
He is. And still one of my favourite spells. Like, I don't know. There's other spells in this tree. You're probably only going to see me use this, and I apologise for that in
I
advance.
mean, yeah, depending on the spray.
Yeah, it's just... I mean, that and
But
the
we've
noble...
also done VFX rework and some updates to the Lore of Heavens as well.
Mhm.
So Uranus Thunderbolt and that.
there was a question there. He doesn't have a blue line.
Yep.
He doesn't. He's not out there to help lead these forces.
He's
I-
all about himself, basically.
Right. There. That's going to be the end of that turn. I think we're going to wait one more turn before we enact our master plan over here. Do we want to? How bad is this? I mean, that's. I can win that. I don't need to do anything to that settlement. I do not know where the Storm Dragon is, and I'm terrified. Also, Snitch has just over and over attacked Terracotta Graveyard. Is there anything I want to do here that's going to help me? I mean, it would be funny to see if I can turn Cathay against itself. Oh, but they're not even allied. Oh, they're trading. No. It's just Josh never picking Route Marcher. I will say, Route Marcher, raiding camp is my favourite stance for any Norscan army now. If you guys see, when I go on no stance, I am suddenly losing money. But if I'm in raiding camp, everything's fine, and I can pretend that I have a sustainable economy. So definitely recommend checking out some of the raiding stances then. Also, raiding stances is one of the objectives for the Beorg Bearstrew.
Yeah,
Yep.
you need to be ready to get York to unlock him.
Your economy is raiding. You are not.
It is. And to show as well some of the abilities he has, I think it's these two, the buff, the Marauder Bearmen down here. That Vanguard deployment for them is very nice.
Yeah, but he can make Marauder really, really strong. So playing with him and Kurgan Horseman with perfect vigor running around,
Yep.
using that devastating flanker, it's really strong.
Yeah.
Even though not such an expensive army.
As soon as we've hit this end turn as well, I will show an answer to, this is what I mean. He's so annoying. I did nothing to him, apart from, I raided him a little bit. But this is an overreaction. All I did was take some money. He doesn't even need money, he needs food. Someone was asking if... Oh, yes. Oh. Yes. Someone was asking if there is a way for Sale to get the unique rewards. So, they will be pleased to see I have one.
Yes, Sale actually has one that attracts a lot of attention. Attracts attention to more than a single lord or hero. So
Yep.
he's going to be the only one from Norse that can get two of them.
Yeah, and it
One
makes...
hero.
It makes a lot of sense for me to recruit him. I mean, like, I've got a lot of stuff going on over there. He's coming in at but I just really like Tarpit. I've really grown fond of him. Honestly, he's been through a lot having to fight Croesus, and it just feels wrong to kick him out. But there's the Greater Demon we managed to get as well, the Keeper of Secrets. Alright, so we're going to declare war. I don't think I need to do any more betrayals on that. We're good. We're going to declare war. We just want to start pillaging. I am so low on spoils, and I really want to upgrade my buildings. So, that's a start for someone who's going to have to take a lot more places after this. So 427 spoils immediately, and an army to send back with 800 more. Will we get a Raiders reward though? That's what the stream is. We don't end the stream until I get a Raiders reward.
Those are quite rare.
They are. We did not get a Raiders reward. The stream continues. Right, these guys we're going to want to send back. I don't think they're going to be assaulted on the way. Oh no. Oh, I've made a huge mistake.
I mean,
Oh. Okay. Oh no. Okay, this is fine. But the
You
good.
guys get your treacheries, I think, though.
Yes.
have any upgrades
Or
to the
not.
Marauding army?
I will say I started this save. This is why I said I think the treacheries can be discovered. I started this save a week ago on a different build, and I don't think the spreading treachery because when I did it on my I did a Skaven one, and I spread it there, and they all got discovered and destroyed the next turn. So I think because I've started this save on an old build, that's not working too well there.
Yes, we had a bug about this result.
Right. I mean, it's good. I'm not taking another province anyway. He's gonna be absolutely battered by Grimgor. Okay, let's take over here. Oh, I will fight a battle, but I like to pick my battles that I fight in stream. This is so painful because I really should raise a Chaos Altar. I do need more, but look at that.
That's almost close.
Moving on
Oh,
from
look at the sacking
battlefield.
as well. I mean, I think I've got a buff somewhere that oh, maybe it's just turned off. I had a buff where I was getting double. what would you guys do? I do need
I mean, I
spoils.
don't know what your current plan is.
You should get an item, you know, that's the goal now.
Yeah.
Just do raising.
Okay. Let's see. Oh no, no. And that is a good point. I've managed to get Masters of the North, so I've defeated the Norskans, and that global recruitment capacity is really nice. That was 10 battles against them. I did the same with Warriors of Chaos. I had a massive war with Village, and then Cathay. Obviously, I've managed to take the place rather than do the 10 battles. Oh no, I think I did do the 10 battles. But Mastery of the Elemental Winds, very nice. Okay, we need to get this guy home, and I've just realised there is actually a gate he's going to have to go through. So, do you know what? A great and intentional example of what it's like when you've got these spoils, and now we've got to accompany this quite weak person back to make sure we get all of those spoils. Can you raise an altar on a settlement you previously raised on the subsequent turn? No, you can only colonize it.
Or better yet, wait for others to colonize it. And then
Yeah.
take it over.
I'm going to give him mental.
They'll decide just waiting for somebody to come. Come, join me.
I know Sale's meant to be selfish, but I think for Tarpit, I think he would share. Right. I am trying to buff up the Marauders I've got here as much as I can, because I suspect Grimgor's going to come and have a problem with us raising
Sidearms,
peak.
engineer.
Uh,
Fuck that.
Beorg as well. I'm still... Is on the hunt with
Headshots
here?
with pistols.
Probably not. I'm not going to use him as an agent. Let's just get the health. Alright.
Keep him strong in battle. I mean, he can probably hold up against Grimgor at least for a while. But he is
Fucking
with Sail right now.
headshots.
He's not where Grimgor is, so
Yeah.
yeah, that's not gonna help.
Right. I will end turn in a second. I'm just reading the chat. Are you guys going to do anything about the fact that nearly all Chaos factions recruit chosen?
I have gotten a headshot with this thing before.
I think we have seen that there's a fair amount of feedback at that.
Yeah, there's a fair amount of feedback to this, and I can say that we are looking into actually doing some adjustments.
I should upgrade some of these. I just don't. I don't want to. Look, you can see I really start to lose my economy when I don't have. Okay.
You have enough.
It's never enough. I want the biggest pile of gold that I can that my mammoth can stand on top of the pile of gold. Okay, let's. There we go. Clan Eshin did nothing. Maybe I should force Clan Eshin. If I can get the top tier of manipulations, I'm going to force Clan Eshin to declare war on everyone. Okay. We continue. Where's Grimgor? Okay, so here is a great time to use. We got one turn left until the attention of the gods drops, but we can't wait one turn because I would like to force Grimgor to take attrition. And I think the unfortunate thing is I would also like to halt him because I want to spend a turn to replenish. But there's no way I'm not going to hit unless, like, what is it? So 10 and it triggers at 17, 16, 17. All right, so I'm at 10. The lowest I can get is 5, and the most I'll get is 9. So I'll do this.
I think.
I'll do this one first. Okay, so he's taking attrition. That's great. Look at that.
Squad death
Immediate.
prejudice.
But that's still going to kill me.
Squad death.
Yeah, that's definitely going to kill me. So let's try and stop it. How bad did it go?
Oh, that definitely jump over.
How bad did it go, the first one?
I'm on 14. So in theory, 2 won't do anything. In theory, I'm okay.
33% chance.
Okay. So, so here we go. We pushed it too far again. Sail, he's in an okay place. He could probably fight that. I could do the 50-50 again. What's grinning at death? I mean, that's not awful, but leadership -10 when I'm going to have to fight Grimgor doesn't feel great with all of those marauders. And that lasts quite a while. Do you know what? Last time we did it, we were fine. Okay. Let's see if it's fine this time. I don't want these guys to reinforce. I don't want to risk losing their spoils. I'm going to put these guys in raiding camp. They replenish pretty quickly
That's
here.
not spoil. The other army carries more spoils.
They do. I'm going to taunt Grimgor. I know this could go wrong if another army attacks me and brings him in as reinforcements, but I think it's fine. I'm going to taunt him. Right, who have we got? That looks like it didn't
Fucking
go
got
well
him.
for me.
Yep.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna run over here, and we're gonna fight. Oh, there we go. Okay, so at least they're taking some damage. That's they're all exalted.
Don't forget
Okay.
about the army with the spoils.
That is a very good problem because
Yeah,
I.
treat it that way.
Do you know what? I should have just sent them to the terracotta graveyard. I can't lose all of this, so they're gonna have to follow Sail, and I think we're gonna have to make this a Chaos Altar, and then we can put them in there to claim it. And then accept whatever happens after that. But next turn, at least, this is gonna drop down, so you know, could be worse.
Fuck you.
Right, there was a question as well of, I think we're getting two very different sets of messages. So one of them asking about increasing the Chaos Warrior unit cap, other people asking to decrease it. So if you could do both of those, I would appreciate that.
I will do both of those.
Okay, we are...
Technically, it's not impossible.
Yeah, we are doing it right now, actually.
Yeah.
In real time.
Am I going to be okay taking... What's the garrison here? Oh, it's nothing.
Yeah, it shouldn't be a problem.
So, it didn't... I think this is because I'm on the old build, it didn't drop. Because, again, which is really, guys, I think the thematic punishment for this stream is that I have to suffer using that. Because I was going to immediately damage their garrison for 50% just so we take less casualties.
You don't need to use it all the time.
Look, we have 30 minutes left, and I want to see just how bad of a situation I can get myself into with gambling as his abilities. Okay, I think we can just take that. Yeah, that's fine. And then we establish an altar.
Fuck.
But I do want to try and get a Raiders reward. No. No.
You need an altar, you need the other army to be able
I
to...
do. So someone asked if the Grand Ritual does anything if you complete it.
Yeah, the Grand Ritual gives faction wide benefits. And it's part of the sales victory missions as well.
Yes. So to show those as well, we've nearly done.
Fuck.
It's 10 off of a short victory, so maybe by turn 60 I'll have done that. And then we've got to be doing manipulations. See, so there's a good reason to be doing as many as I can and winning the final battle. Okay, so here's why I wanted all those spoils. Because I can now spend them all, not having to try and get to 5 growth and then spend 7,200. I can skip ahead a little bit.
Fuck yeah.
Those.
Get
There
shit
is
on,
also-
kid.
Also, these buildings here, Horde Pit, which is interesting, where it's passively spending your spoils for income. What I like is you can swap between the two. So we have decent spoils at the moment. I'm happy to start spending some more and losing some in that way. Right, let's get this guy over here. I mean, this is probably the buffer for spending.
I thought he saw me, son of a bitch.
So-
I could have knifed him.
Right, we got 1 turn left on this, and then we're going to be at full health, and he's going to have taken attrition. And I think we'll maybe
I'm always key.
14 and 17.
I'm talking about Grimgor, 17.
It's it's not awful. Tarpit has defeated Greasus. I believe in Tarpit. We'll see if I end up doing a manipulation on him. Okay, let's just grab Mimic, and I will take the rest of them on. Right, I've given us a lovely view for the end turn there. What's that circle that was beside Grimgor's settlements? That was because I did the treacheries there. So, honestly. Because I did the treacheries there, I think you can get discovered if you have... do you know what? I think that's where the scandal may have happened. If you've got too many treacheries in different places. Do we fight this or do we auto-resolve it? Oh, wow.
You want to win?
I mean, Tarpit will live.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I'll let chat decide, and if we fight that, or the problem's going to be if we fight it and I lose. That's always the risk. We do have the Regiment of Renown in there that I'm a big fan of.
You also have a Keeper of Secrets.
I do.
Keeper of Secrets did get a little bit buffed, by the way.
So this was me forgetting that the 2 turns that he's stunned for refresh on his turn and not on my turn.
Yep.
And I should have moved away. I saw the 1 and I was like, that's nothing left. Okay, we'll fight it.
I had fun this match.
Okay, let's see. What have we got? That's not bad. We can funnel them in there. What have they got?
We need to figure out who's fighting Grimgor.
Yeah, this is not the battle I expected to play on the stream. I think maybe the Javelin Hunters could take him out. I mean, the Keeper of Secrets. He doesn't typically have much armor, does he? Does he? At least I've got my mage.
We did buff the Keeper of Secrets physical resistance a health bit, so it is going to be tougher, but still.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Just in time to have buffed them. Alright, let's see what we can do here. I don't have the Vanguard deployment because I don't have Bjorg in this army, but they're still pretty good. I've got these Chaos Spawn. They are attacking me, which is nice. So I'm thinking I might try and get some flanking round on the artillery over there. And maybe these guys can shoot in from the
You have good
sides.
support here, so they are going to be quite good in the front.
Yep. Alright. Let's just see how this goes. Okay. How strong is he? Oh man. Okay, this is fine. Alright, these guys will sneak around. I mean, they are probably just going to sit there and shoot me, aren't they? But at least they're shooting trolls. So that's not awful. Alright, we'll sneak these guys round. Should I charge them? Should I try and take out the artillery with the horses? I'm gonna...
They're going to catch the horses pretty fast. They already sold them.
Yeah, I mean, if I throw one into the Snotling pump wagons...
You have to distract first, I guess, before you try this flanking maneuver.
Yeah, I guess maybe it's worth... Like, the choke point does get a little bit tighter up, so I don't mind moving up a little bit. They have the ranged advantage here by quite a ways. They're just charging me. That's fantastic. I'll gladly take that. Then, do you know what? While they're disrupted by the cavalry, this is it. Everyone move in. After the last stream, you taught me this Control G and then attack forward. I genuinely had no idea about that until you told me. So, thank you very much. Right, we're going to charge in. I do want people to move at their own speed, though. So let's pick out some specific targets.
Make sure you use the abilities for the Keeper of Secrets.
Okay, yes, we will. Right, I mean, those dogs are dead. Everyone is walking very slowly, so we're just going to have to break out of this and try and keep them all clustered here. These guys have won that engagement. Is that a Goblin Big Boss? Oh no. Okay, what's this? Right, we will...
Fuck!
We will try... Yeah, I think we've done pretty... Like, the horsemen did a pretty good job of disrupting their... disrupting... Let me quickly check chat. Oh, no. I shouldn't have looked at chat. They said this is rough to watch. Hey! It's not over yet, alright? And I think if I can deal with Grimgor, I'm in a pretty good spot. Right, where are people...
Oh, yes, but that's a big if.
I don't know. It's just... right, I do love my Lore of Metal, so we'll see if we can utilise that where we can. Where this guy's going. He's going to fight. Okay, let's see if we can spot our Keeper of Secrets. There we go. So getting stuck in there, doing well. So you're saying they've been buffed up a little bit?
Yeah, defensively mostly though.
Yep. You should use the abilities as well.
I will. I was reminded to, and I did immediately forget. But there we go. Where are my horsemen? So they're pretty much dead, but these guys, I mean, honestly, you always forget, Orc Arrow boys, they're still orcs, you know? At the end of the day, they're still able to do some pretty decent damage. My spellcaster being involved in their own little melee isn't great, so I'm going to try and get them out of there. As long as Tarpit lives, I don't care. That is my goal with this battle.
You should be quicker then.
Oh no, not my spellcaster! Oh no, not Tarpit! Okay, so we've broken on this flank. I do think we've probably won this relatively fine. I think the problem is if Tarpit survives it, and that's really the only reason I play. Okay, Orc Biggins.
Fucking shit!
Is my
I'm
spellcaster
terrible.
out?
Fuck.
Yeah, he's broke. That's fine. He'll come back and then you can cast some spells.
Bah.
You just orcs. They're very strong. Is that one horseman left? All right. Who's he gonna harass to make sure they don't come back? Maybe these goblin archers. Right. We've at least got them flanked over there. Keeper of Secrets seems to be doing a decent job. There we go. They're broken. I just
It's
wanted.
really even after all. You did make a whole manipulation to get him. So
I did. Oh, there we go. I didn't even have to kill Grimgor. I'm gonna kill Grimgor. We're gonna hunt down Grimgor. He is not getting out of this battle alive. If everyone could just make sure he dies, then we'll be fine. So there we go. We didn't lose all of our army. Did we lose? We didn't even lose the wizard, so we did better than the auto resolve. Sure, we have one horse. I think the other one is entirely dead. There we go. Am I going to sit here and wait for Grimgor to die? How long do we have left? 25 minutes. Let me check chat and see if they've got anything there.
just make sure you're not shooting javelins to your own.
Hey, look, I've got to keep him motivated. All right. Who's going to be able to keep up with him because he's starting to break away? Let's just send the people.
Damn.
Yes, and then they can. Let's just definitely make sure he doesn't get away. Do you know what? I don't mind leaving him on very low health, so that when he comes at me again, I can just finish him off quickly, and they haven't replaced him with someone else. Someone asked which difficulty this is on. All of the Tides of Torment streams that you'll have seen, I've played on hard.
All right,
which is,
GG's gamers.
I think our most played.
Pretty decent
difficulty.
stream, I'll say.
Normal, hard.